Recognize a like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below because today, you guys, oh my god, we are reviewing Family Chantel. It has gotten ridiculous. You know, it really just makes you scared to get married, honestly. Like, I'm watching it, and we were even discussing it, like, the way he's talking, the way he has gone about this whole thing, it's like you're really sleeping with the enemy as they're plotting and planning on you. And then you're here thinking it's love. They blindside you, get a divorce attorney, a divorce attorney. They move out the next day. They're here making all these plans and arrangements. Now they're using words like escape, robbery, running from me. Like she's
stealing,
some convict.
Swiped. He is using
all the trigger words.
The words that probably his attorney has talked to him about. And this is not the first time Pedro went and spoke to a divorce attorney.
His mom is an attorney. I'm sure she's been advising him.
Way ahead of time. He did it a long time ago. This whole thing that's going on right now with Chantel and Pedro, it is at least 2 years
in the making.
This man for the past 2 years has been making his move. He made the comment that he wanted them to move to a big house because he was the one who pushed the big house. Chantel didn't want that. But probably the house that they were in was in Chantel's name. And he didn't want that. He wanted a house in his name as well.
They were in
because that was part of his plan. Remember, they were in a house. They were in like a townhome. This last home. They were like in a townhome.
It was an apartment. Remember
they had one apartment, but I do believe this last one is a townhome. Anyway, you guys let us know. But maybe Chantel's name is the one that's on the rent because she's the one who has lived here, who has the credit, and he wanted this time for a house to be in his name also, so that when he goes to an apartment by himself or tries to go get a home on his own without Chantel, when he is going to eventually separate and divorce her, he wanted to have years behind him of his name in America saying that he has been paying rent or has been paying mortgage.
And I'm sure his mom would have advised him because she's the lawyer.
And then once he got that place, now Operation Divorce
Chantel
from American Citizen is in progress for real now. And so he goes ahead and all of the credit cards they get, he also has his name on that. She puts his name on that. All the credit cards that they have, he puts the notifications on his phone.
She doesn't.
So that he knows,
what
and she doesn't. She doesn't because she trusts him. So she doesn't. But he has all the notification on the phone, so that anytime she uses the card, he knows. He goes, takes out thousands of dollars from the account. She never asks him because from the time they moved to this house, he has started getting on her about stupid stuff. She doesn't even know what's going on.
She don't even have time to focus on what's
you need
really
to cook and
important.
clean. Yes. So he keeps saying, just like what Winter said when he went to the vet, he said, that's what happens with abusers. They try to distract you
from what's really going on.
From what's really going on. And that's what he has been doing with Chantel. And she's thinking, I'm trying to save a relationship because maybe there's something on my part that I need to do. Because we all can become better as human beings. So she's feeling, maybe I can do this and see what he says. Not knowing this man, it doesn't matter what you do. He does not want you because this has been a scam from the very beginning. And I believe that his whole family has been on it. From the very beginning. And probably that mom saying that, oh, let's go talk. And I'm going to try to be this. Because remember I kept on telling you, she talks like with a forked tongue.
Oh.
And I was confused. 1 minute, I think something's burning.
Oh my God, the rice.
The
rice is not burnt.
But yeah, that's what he has been doing this whole time. He has been writing things down, taking note of everything. He has been meeting with attorneys while he's still letting her know, hey, we're going to work this out. Going back to Lydia, remember I said I was confused because 1 minute it seems as though she's for them. Then the next thing she's telling Pedro, oh, she has been trying to use you all this time. She's trying to suppress your success. So I think that whole thing with her meeting with Chantel was just to try to make it more real.
Yeah.
That, I'm really there for them. I think that they really should work. And then today, Nicole, as she was walking with her friend, what did she tell the friend? She said, I was telling everyone that they were going to be husband and wife forever. Who did you tell that to? So, but do you see what I'm saying?
No,
now
like
his
her.
family. So that's why I really think from the very beginning, the family has been on it. Go marry her. That's how it's going to be. You marry her, and 5 years, you'll be free. If you happen to like her, whatever, okay, maybe you guys will be together, but you know how it is. But the sad thing is, I feel bad for Chantel.
I'm just shocked.
I feel bad for any woman who was scammed. It just hurts me to my soul. And what is sad is that I don't think she's going to be able to get any justice, because I feel as though immigration has just decided, 5+ years, any foreigner spends time with an American in 5+ years, and that American is not smart enough to
not marry them.
No, or not smart enough to make sure assets are done well or whatever. They just feel as though 5+ years is enough for a foreigner to be in this country and get some of the, something from that American who married them. You know what I'm saying? I think that's so even with immigration, I don't think you're going to even Homeland Security, I know people who have been married, it's only been a couple of years or something, and they can't even get Homeland Security to send them back home. They're still here. So when you're an American, you go marry a foreigner, just know it is a chance that you're taking.
There's a 50-50 chance you can get screwed.
Just make sure that you got all your ducks in a row. And no matter how much you love this person, really make sure that, you're thinking long term, just in case this person is no longer with you. They had a joint account. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Pedro also has his own account for himself.
Talking about he ain't got no money.
That he has been kind of putting money away in that. I wouldn't be surprised if Pedro has been through the years taking money outside of their joint account and taking it back home to the Dominican Republic in cash. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he does not have over $100,000 in the Dominican Republic in cash. I will not be surprised.
Yeah.
Because this is a 5-year scam. Yeah. This is a 5-year plus scam. Putting that money away, shuffling that money away, taking your time to do it here and there so it doesn't raise any suspicion. This person been laying in your bed, sleeping with the enemy while he is plotting and planning. It's a hard pill to swallow, but swallow it, you probably must. Because I think at the end, even in the house that they're staying at, and what is getting me with Chantel,
nobody's getting a divorce attorney. Y'all are playing games. This is fucking serious.
You guys are I'm gonna do this, whatever, I'm gonna be in the house.
It's in a safe place.
And Karen, you're sitting down there at the window next preview. You need to go to an attorney. Now he's saying that she wants to go to Panama, right? And I'm thinking, isn't Panama the one where Fidel Castro was born or whatever? Is that the same as Cuba? I gotta look it up and I'll let you guys know later. But look up Panama, Cuba. But I just wonder, because with him saying she's trying to go to Panama
to open a bank account and hide that money, stash that money.
You know what I'm saying? Those are all buzzwords for the American or for the Homeland Security or Americans to get involved and say, "Oh my God, Panama is a rogue."
Colombia and Costa Rica.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, I was like, isn't Panama one of the ones they had problems with? But now you're trying to accuse her of what? Money laundering, all kinds of things. And he's using these words to the point that even the producers are seeming to be on his side because they're asking the mother, well, do you know where that money is? Do you know what she's doing with it? Do you see what I'm saying? Because he's using all those buzzwords and they see him going to the attorney. And you guys are playing games. She needs to go to an attorney and make sure the things that she's doing is illegal, because the next thing is Pedro wants to have her locked up. He wants to have her locked up, have her for domestic violence. That's why he's even going to the house to test. He wants to tell her with his own voice that he filed for divorce. No, he wants to get into a physical altercation with her where he doesn't hit her, but she hits him or pushes him. And then he goes outside and calls the police.
Police have been hit all.
And you guys staying in the house and locking him out without filing for divorce yet. You know what I'm saying? He can ask you guys to leave, because if the police come, he can say, they're in my house. They're not supposed to be in our house. They're going to look at whose name's on the mortgage. And it's his name and Chantel's. So you guys are going to have to leave and go home. You guys are playing weird games. This is not a joke. No. This is not a game. No. And you're not allowing her, giving her good advice to have all her ducks in a row. She got to have her ducks in a row. And I think at the end of the day, what's going to happen is at 265, probably they're going to say, I'm happy she took it out. But if it is exactly 265 that she took out, they're going to look at all of that. It depends on the judge. One judge might say, hey, that money was for both of you. You've been taking money. She took money. We're not going to worry about that. But we will deal with the assets, the actual home, and divide that 50-50. Or a judge will say, we're going to give half that money to Chantel, and you have to give the other half, $130,000 to Pedro, and divide the houses. And then, pay the bill. He might not even ask Pedro to pay the bills. Because at this point, you signed an affidavit of financial support in order for him to get his K-1 visa. Saying that for the next 10 years, you're going to be taking care of him. You're financially responsible. And the attorney has already told him, which he has conveniently not told Chantel. The attorney has already told Pedro that she's supposed to still be financially responsible for you. He's not telling Chantel that yet because he doesn't want her to go to an attorney yet.
But Chantel did say that she doesn't want to be financially responsible for him.
You're going to have to be.
Yeah.
That's why Americans, when you're signing that thing, it's for 10 years, boo. It's for 10 years. And even when you're going to report them about some kind of stuff, Homeland Security, please deport them. Let me tell you, there are hardly people on those jobs. Okay? Our assets have been depleted here in America. Ain't nobody coming to go follow where your man is or woman is to put them in jail.
It ain't happening, boo.
So
I just feel so I'm just in shock. I really don't even know what to say.
The only thing I'm happy for you, Chantel, is that you kept your body. That's the only thing I'm happy for, because with other people, everything goes. Your health, your body, and your time, all that stuff goes. So I'm so happy for you. At least you kept yourself up.
But I just feel so bad for her.
But I feel bad for you.
Here, and it's like little kittens playing with a hot fire. Mm-hmm. That's what Family Chantel is. It's this man has been plotting this for years. Y'all should not be telling her to go on no vacation. You need to be at the attorney's office every single day, seeing what you need to be doing, how to move forward. Yeah. You're here, Chantel, in some little shorts, running after Pedro as he goes to your car. Yeah. He went there for one thing, to get those papers and to confront you. Really, I think he went there to get the papers, because he grabbed everything. The K-1 visa process, the title to the house, all that stuff. You're there running after them. That's mine. Why wasn't your car door locked?
I have no idea why you even put in your car.
And I don't even know why you were using.
It should have been at the basement somewhere of your parents' home,
or at a lawyer's attorney's office.
The other thing is this.
Oh my God.
The time that you filed that visa, it should have been in your possession, not in his. Not in his.
You're the one who
it should have been in your possession when this stuff happened. You should have got those papers, all his papers, put it in your family's basement, because he doesn't have a key to that. And then the fact that you even left that garage, you should have gotten that lock change on that garage, but he's not able to open it.
Like she's not thinking
And
though.
you should have gotten the door locked. The door that you go from the garage into the house. That lock should have been changed. But you were not thinking.
She's
You were not
still
thinking
very shocked
what
about this
time.
whole thing.
You're gonna go on a vacation now?
For what?
You should not have been going on a vacation. You should have been at an attorney. Take the money out of the account, put it in a safe, talk to an attorney. In fact, maybe give him that cashier's check to hold and say, we're holding this. You know what I'm saying? So that if it needs to be split later, it can be split later. But we're holding this right now.
My dear Chantel, I just feel like you're not thinking.
So it's
I
just
feel like she's still
now you
in
haven't
this
gone to an attorney.
I feel
And then
like-
as soon as he told you that he was going to file for divorce, you should have gone and filed. Because the first person who files for divorce first usually is the one who has the upper hand. So I would have not only filed for divorce, but I would have filed for a restraining order. Right then and there, for a restraining order, that this man is abusive. Emotionally, I am afraid of what he's capable of now because you don't know him. Look at all the stuff he has done. You can't trust him. You don't know if he's going to kill you or not. You actually don't know. So I would have gotten file for the divorce, have a restraining order on him right then and there.
I just feel like she's not. I feel like she's still.
And
in
then
this
also
place.
call Homeland Security. Like, do all those things. 3 things. So by the time he's even going to the attorney, he's like, oh my gosh, she filed these 3 things already. Yes.
My thing is, I feel like Chantel, she is still traumatized. Like she hasn't put together that this is something dead ass serious. She has not put it together, and she's still thinking that there might be hope. Like she's still not acting as if somebody whose life is in jeopardy.
You know
like
what it is?
her livelihood is in
exactly what it
jeopardy.
is.
And it's a mess.
The
Like
parents
she's not focused. She's not getting good advice or whatever. His mom is a lawyer.
Yeah.
That's already a red flag as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm saying? But you're here, not focused, going to Panama. You're here running after him. You're using the credit card that his name is on.
Yeah.
Like that just pisses me off.
Yeah.
So he's here fighting you and tracking you all over the place, and you're out there
I would
with
have just
the
shut
stuff in
down
the car.
every single credit card I
I
have
would've-
together.
As soon
with
as
him. I would have shut down every single credit card right away.
As soon as I saw
And-
Pedro, I would have locked the car door and gone upstairs or whatever, and
You
have
know,
valet
it is- and
take
I'm-
it. Like it's just
And
like
I-
I just can't believe what is going on right now.
Yeah.
And the mom, you're there like it's in a safe place. What?
Yeah.
May God help y'all, cause y'all don't know what the hell y'all dealing with.
Well, also, they have never been through divorce. So, you guys have never been through a divorce, so probably don't know what all the stuff that it entails. So
It
it's
doesn't take a college degree to know you should get a divorce when you have suspicion that somebody has scammed you. It just takes common sense.
You have to review.
I'm
all
like,
the
I'm
things.
so pissed for Chantel. Like, I honestly, getting married to a foreigner is off the books for anybody, for any American. That's how I feel.
Well, you know something. Like
I'm damn sure ain't marrying no foreigner.
Well, like I was telling you, remember I was telling you that I think it works better for the men than it does for the women. Because when a woman, I have known so many American women who have married foreigners. And when a woman marries a foreigner, one of the things that the men do, because they're like, oh, I need to feel like a man, they want to be, if you have a business, they want their name on business. They want their name on the bank account. Whereas if it's a man who went to go get a woman, he's not doing that. And women, you have to be able to say no. I'm not going to give you those things because this is my business. And no, I'm not putting your name on it. And you're making me feel like you're here for something else. Not for me and not for a relationship. But a lot of times women will acquiesce because it's our nature.
Yeah.
So marrying a foreigner doesn't really serve you. It really doesn't. And yeah, you can have love stars in your eye, but you have to remember that marriage is a business first. And that's how men take it.
Facts.
All men. not just foreign men or American. All men, that's how they take it. They're not thinking, oh, emotional, I just love her. That's the icing on the cake for them. But the cake itself is the business. That this is a foundation. And how is it going to benefit me? That's what a man thinks about when he's getting married.
Yeah.
How is it going to benefit me and make my actual physical life better?
A lot of men say that though. Like you hear them saying it all over social media. Marriage doesn't, like, how is it going to benefit me? What is their marriage going to do for me?
Yeah.
You know, so
So
I just
you
feel
have to
horrible
be,
for
I just feel
Chantel.
bad for her.
It's
But
so
the
shocking.
wonderful thing is that you didn't let yourself go, number one. Number two, you did not have any children with this man. That's such a blessing. Number three, you're getting divorced at only the age of what, 30? That is a blessing because you can still have children with someone else and you're not considered a geriatric mom. That's a, so I've called 3 blessings. You know what I'm saying? So if I were you, I would focus in on those blessings, Chantel. Winter, I hope your ears are open and you are looking to drop that Nigerian with like a bad habit.
Well, she did already.
And anybody else who afford it. If I were you, that's what I would do. But I'm not you. But make sure you learn from your sister, Chantel.
It's so scary, man. Like, I'm just
It is
imagining going through all that.
It
They're
is
plotting,
scary.
they're planning on you for 5 years.
It is very, very
You're
scary.
thinking
But
this
you
is
know
some
something?
love.
It's not even, to tell you the truth, it's not even about just the foreigner. For women, your eyes have to be open, even when you're in a relationship, even when you're married. You just have to be logical. You really have to be logical. That when before you're getting married, because when someone says they want to marry, you got to be really watching these men that you are trying to have relations with and a future with. You got to really think. And you got to really see. That's all I got to say. Because there are women being scammed also by American men.
Big facts. You see it all the time.
I mean, you see that. They come for something, they use you up, they step on your neck to get to where they got to get to. They're not just willing to just take your money, they want to totally destroy you in every facet of the way. So, as women, we just have to be wiser. We have to look at love in a logical sense. We have to look at marriage in a logical sense. So, sorry, Chantel.
We really feel we are.
I really hope somehow you're able to get out of that whole financial thing. I am not holding my breath about it though.
Yeah.
I'm not. And you have to have a very good lawyer because right now this attorney is saying that it doesn't matter how much money Pedro brings in. Meaning, it doesn't matter even if you're a millionaire tomorrow, she still has to pay you.
That's some crazy shit, man.
So yeah.
But you would think the American government would protect Americans first.
No, I think that what happens is when Americans go out, especially the women, when the women go out and they marry a foreigner, I think they just look and say, look, if that's what you're going to do, you're going to do something so foolish, that's how they look at it, then you are going to suffer the consequences. As far as we're concerned though, we just don't want them to be dependent on the system. So you have to make sure for the next 10 years you're taking care of them. It's going to fall back on you.
Yeah.
And you got to ask yourself, is that a debt that you want to carry?
But she got, 5 more years to go?
Do you want to carry that debt? If you want to marry a foreigner, if I let the man stay in his country, do not file nothing for him, you go be visiting him.
Big facts.
In his country. Have your good time. You can be married in his country there. Not here.
Yeah.
So it's not really on the books. It's not the books here. But we are married though. I got the ring on my finger though. And then you go see him. Then you come back here. but leave him there in his country.
Let's marry somebody who has pride about
And
their
then,
country.
and then anytime he says, "Oh, baby, I want to come to America and be with you," let him file for a visitor's visa. And after the time, let him go back to where he gotta go.
Bye-bye.
And
Foolishness.
when he come, let him come for maybe 30 days. You guys go to some Airbnb for 30 days. Don't let him know where you is. Let him think that's your house.
Yeah.
I know you should trust them.
Well, you can't trust everybody. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but it's the life we live in. It's the world we live in. But it's,
And when you get married, don't let it be a whole big old show.
I wouldn't.
Just
never.
make sure you're just sitting down like in regular clothes. So even if he shows a picture, it's not as if you really got married.
You wear a dress, but maybe not a white dress.
It's just sad. I feel so bad. I just feel so
I was
bad.
literally just
And
like
it
just
really
watching
brings
it
up-
gave me a migraine.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it really did. It's sad. It's really sad. I hope she wins somehow. I hope we hear from her and she's winning somehow. But I doubt if I'm not holding my breath on this, man. Sorry,
The
Chantel.
best thing you can do, Chantel, is to just let everything be done in the middle.
Yeah.
Take your 5 years or whatever with this
Yeah.
man. Go be happy. Go find your peace.
Go find your
Because that's the best thing you can do. There's
You're
no
a
point in playing these
beautiful
little
woman.
games. There's just no point. Go
Like
find
your
your
brother
peace, your
River
happiness.
said, let him go. Let him go. That karma gonna come back to him. I am telling you, it will.
And you're going to get to hear about
It
it.
will come back, and you will actually hear about it. So
I have had that happen, like where somebody has done me wrong, and I hear about how bad they're doing, like years
Yeah.
later, like out of the
makes you
blue.
feel so good.
I
It makes you
know,
feel-
it really does. It's like, God loves me.
Yeah.
He hears
This
my
universe
troubles.
is just.
I've had that happen on a couple of occasions.
Yeah.
You
So
know. But yeah,
that's all you
y'all.
can do. Sorry, Chantel
It's Mary.
and Amma.
Wishing you well. I'm sorry, girl.
Wishing you well. Wishing you well.
So
I'm
sorry.
for you. Yeah.
But we invite you guys to like
Sure.
and comment what the hell you
I
think
know.
Chantel needs to do.
Tell us if you think that Pedro was on the up and up.
And we will block you swiftly. No, of course not.
But
Of course
tell
not.
us what you
All
think.
opinions are welcome.
Tell what you think Chantel should do. Do you think that, like cooking and cleaning warranted him asking for a divorce? Do you think that was just? Do you think the way he's going about it is okay? So just let us know. Let us know what you think. Do you think he's a scammer extraordinaire, man? Let us know.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.